So here I am on the beautiful island Bute, and that's at the Isle of Arran in the distance. And I'm here with my fire, and I wanted to do another post to build upon the one I put up the other day about the health benefits of sitting with a nice campfire. So in my post I talked about how sitting by a campfire is good for lowering your blood pressure, which is essential for relaxation, but also you have a series of illnesses which are linked to high blood pressure, which by lowering your blood pressure you will be either eliminating or reducing the risk of, like heart attack, stroke, kidney failure, sexual dysfunction, and that's all well and good. But for me, the main benefits of a campfire are of course the spiritual benefits, and I wanted to talk more about that. So I had mentioned about how you can use fires for meditation, for connecting with your sense of self, finding your space within the universe, and basically how you can tailor a fire to meet any need that you might have. Something that I use the fire quite a lot for is managing like my emotions. So if I'm doing a lot of shadow work within myself and I have a lot of anger or sadness or grief or shame or guilt, all of these like kind of negative emotions, then a fire is a brilliant way to manage these. And it's simple. All you need to do is stare into the flames and allow yourself to be in that moment with the fire. And the great thing about the fire is that you can channel those emotions into the fire and it will consume them, it will convert them into light, into positive energy, and release them. Just the same way it will release the smoke, it will release that negative low vibrational energy is a much higher frequency positive energy, and just the release involved in that is amazing. And you don't need any kind of special training. All you need to do is just gently stare into the fire. You don't need to stare at a single point over and over. Just allow your eyes to become unfocused, to stare across the fire, and you'll find that your eyes get drawn in different places because the wood makes so many different kinds of beautiful patterns. The light flickers in lots of different amazing ways. You might see shapes, or some people can even use it for scrying, but you just allow yourself to feel those feelings and channel it into the fire. If for some reason this is you find this difficult, another great way of doing it is just to write everything that you're feeling down on a bit of paper, and then you can take that bit of paper and put that into the fire with the intent of releasing those emotions. And pay attention to that word there, the word was intent. So intent is the most important aspect when it comes to any ritual, any healing. It's all about your intent. You don't need to dress up, you don't need to put face paint on, you don't need to run around the fire naked. It's as long as you have the intent, I want to release this, I want to create this, then that's all that matters. Keep your intent pure and focused. Now, something that I'm doing tonight with my fire is I'm going to do some manifestation. So I'd also mentioned that in the post too. And again, the way to manifest is you can do it in so many different ways. Again, you can stare into the fire, and rather than channeling negative energy into it, you channel positive energy, and the fire multiplies that. It just makes it larger and larger. The way you put in a small flame into the fire and that small flame catches, grows, just grows and grows. It's the exact same. And another great thing, because one of the blocks we can have to manifestation is that our minds are just way too busy. So again, staring into the fire, just allowing your eyes to wander across, to see all the different patterns, the play of light, it just takes away all of those surface thoughts, clears your mind, and it just clears any blockages that you have that might be in the way of that manifestation. So it's great because you're clearing the blockages, and then you're putting in that positive energy, multiplying it tenfold, and all that energy is going direct towards your intent for your manifestation. So I can't tell you how great a tool a fire is, and you know, there's different things you can do. You can put in different kinds of woods to create different smells, but also each tree has its own like different kinds of energy, different purposes. It's not something that I'm particularly knowledgeable about, but you'll find all the information on the internet. Like you can use ash, willow, pine, but then you can also put herbs on it. We all know that sage is the ultimate clearer, as is rosemary, but you can put on things like thyme, just basically anything. What do you call it? Citronella. You know, even if you want to deter the insects while you're doing your fire ceremony, a bit of citronella on the fire, you know, that smoke will help keep the insects away while you're doing your thing. But coming back to what I was saying about manifestation, so tonight I'm going to do something a little bit different. This isn't something I do very often. In fact, I've only done it once before, and you might think it's a wee bit out there, but I'm going to be manifesting using sexual fluids. So this is fluids from like myself and my partner, and I'm going to be burning that in the fire and using the energy within those fluids as well as my own intent to manifest the future that both myself and my partner are wanting. And I've done this with the full consent of my partner, so it's, you know, that's something that's going to be needed as well. You will need consent. If it's not just yours, your fluid, if someone else's, then you'll need their full consent. Otherwise, therein lies a blockage to the intent, because that person isn't putting their intent towards that. They haven't given their permission, so there's a blockage in that energy. So you always need to make sure you have permission. But with sexual fluids, they contain almost like an ingrained intent, an inbuilt intent. The intent of sexual fluid is to create, you know, it's for creating life. So there's a creation energy in there, and what better energy to use when manifesting, because what you're doing when you manifest is creating. So you're taking that inbuilt creative intent within those fluids, you're combining it with your own intent for manifesting what you want in the future, and you're placing it into the fire, which takes that energy, consumes it, and multiplies it, massively multiplies it. So the intent that you're putting out there into the universe is astronomical, and you know, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. So this is what I mean when I say you can tailor the ceremony to your needs. You don't need to call it a ceremony. That's just something that I'm calling it. You can call it whatever you want. You can just go having a campfire on the beach and enjoying it. You know, worst case scenario, you just enjoy the smell, you enjoy the crackles and pops, and you enjoy the warmth that it provides and the nice setting that you've got around you. You know, so you're going to get that lower blood pressure, you're going to get the physical benefits, you're going to get the mental health benefits that comes with relaxation. You know, that decreased anxiety, improved mental health, decreasing depression, you know, just that positive boost. But if you want to do something extra on top of that, then you can create any ceremony you want. You can use the smoke for cleansing, you can use the ashes, you can use the ashes in your fire. You know, there's so many different things in your fire. You can use the ashes in your garden. There's so many different things that you can do. So get creative, have a wee fire. You know, you don't need to be somewhere fancy, you don't need to be doing anything fancy. It can be in your back garden, it can be a candle. Like I'd mentioned, you can get candles with wooden wicks and they make a nice crackling noise when they burn, and you can also put essential oils in them so you get that nice fragrance. So you can even use a candle for all the exact same purposes that I've mentioned already. It doesn't matter if the fire is big or small, all that matters is your intent. Again, that word, your intent. So make your intent pure, make your intent strong, and you can't go wrong. Now, I hope you enjoy your fire. I'm going to go and join mine now, do the manifestation, and I was going to say see the sunset, but I think it's a bit too cloudy here to see the sunset. But I'm sending you all love, and any questions, any thoughts, please post the comments out and I'll answer as many as I can. Okay, love you all. Bye.